Hey, Pico here at the North American Regionals with Travis, the senior producer for League of Legends. And we're going to be talking about the newer champions and how they're being received. So you're showing a new one over here. You want to go into that a bit?
Sure. So we're actually showing Syndra, the Dark Sovereign, over here in our free play area that fans can come and check out if they're at PAX. And one of the things we've been trying to do this year is really try to have a lot of unique mechanics on our champion, so really distinctive gameplay along with a strong theme that ties everything together. And Syndra actually has a pretty interesting little hook to her. She's actually able to, she actually controls these force orbs that actually she can place around the map. And as you actually level up, you can place more and more of these orbs around. The orbs themselves, the interesting part about those is that you can actually manipulate them in the game space. So you can actually pick a force orb up, you can actually throw it at an enemy and do damage and hit them with it. You can actually have a cone AoE spell that you can actually, it does a little bit of cone damage, but if there's any force orbs inside there, it actually pushes them and like knocks back enemies and stuns them. And then her ultimate gathers all the orbs that are on the map together and focuses them on a single champion for massive damage, as Freak would say. And so she's a single target, really she's kind of a AP mid nuker with a really unique mechanic. And it's really interesting because it's really easy to understand and pick up, but then you can see how the depth there and the complexity really adds a lot of depth to her. And so we're pretty excited about that. But yeah, fans can come check her out, and she's pretty awesome.
How are these orbs controlled? Like, do they click on it, from the map?
Yeah, if you want to directly manipulate them, you can actually use a single target spell. You can actually pick these orbs up, and she'll actually tether them around for a little bit. And the trick with these orbs is that they actually disappear after a certain amount of time. So whereas Orianna is really about persistently placing her ball around the map and moving it from one location to another, this is really more of a fast reflex action. So the orbs only stay on the map for a few seconds. So you gotta throw it down, pick it up, throw it somewhere else, push it around. Nuke somebody if you want to be the first blood or final kill or whatever it is. But yeah, there's a couple different ways you interact with them.
Now, how about some of your other more recent champions? How are they being received by everybody? And
well, obviously there's a lot of personal preference in each of our champions, but we've been really pleased with the reception so far. Again, one of the things we're trying to do is create really unique gameplay for each. So Zyra with the plants and the evolution of the seeds and all that kind of stuff, that she's been really popular. Jace with the dynamic switching of the hammer or the gun. And so it really depends on people's personal preference. Obviously there's people who like everything. Fighters are very popular. People like to kill things. But we try to really listen and get feedback about each. Most of the feedback we've gotten so far this year has been really positive around the mechanical aspects. Sometimes a champion will be, we have to work on the balance, or we had to hotfix Zyra, but and that's just because the number of interactions that we test is nowhere near the number of interactions that'll occur on live, so we just have to be reactive to that. But so far we've been really pleased with the response from fans about our champions this year.
It's sort of a Geek Out fan question, but what's your favorite champion?
Well, I actually have two answers to that. So one, Volibear is my favorite champion. My summoner name is Volibear, and Volibear is a very special champion for me. Started out as kind of a joke way back in the day when even before we launched beta. I really loved Anivia, and I wanted Anivia to be named Volibear. She was my favorite champion. And we decided that Anivia was a better name. It was a girl. I didn't want to be named a girl champion. So jokes started in the office as well. If you really like animal champions, why don't you just be a bear and call him Volibear? And we started a little trend on the forums. I took it to the forums, and it got positive reception. It turned into a big fake battle between Zilius, the design director, and myself on the forums. And even last year at PAX, before we came out, the most common question I got, other than when is Dominion coming out, is when are we getting an Armored Bear champion? So Volibear has a special place in my heart, but I actually mostly play jungle with my team, so I played a lot of Nocturne or Udyr. Those are my typical go-to champions, so I have two answers to that question.
And I just want to add that, how did you get Volibear? Where did that come from?
Actually, Volibear is just a name I've used for a long time, so there's no special story about it.
Came up with it one day?
It came up with it, and people liked it, so it stuck, and it turned into Volibear eventually, so But yeah.
What are the implications for the World Finals in Season 3?
So the top 3 teams here at the North American Regionals will actually be granted a slot in our World Finals in October. And that'll be the top 16 teams from all over the world actually coming together in Los Angeles in October, playing together to battle it out for who's actually the best team in the entire world. It's really exciting. It's going to be the first time that we've seen everybody come together and actually duke it out. So there's a lot of questions around, the Europeans, North Americans, Korea, how's that all going to work together? And we've also got China and Southeast Asia coming also, so we're really excited about that. And also the top 3 teams here at the NA Regionals will also be granted an invitation to go compete in the Season 3 Championship Series, which is our new professional league that Riot's actually going to run, and they'll have salaried players. Every team will be salaried. There'll be 8 teams, the top 8 teams in each region with regular season matches, and we're really looking at it to be our highest level of competition for League of Legends. So there's a lot on the line for these games here, so we're pretty excited to see
You guys must be so proud of your game. Like, it's doing amazing, especially with the eSports arena. Where can people find out more information? Like, where can they get the game? And people who might not know.
Well, we're always happy to see the reception, but we try to take a very humble approach to it. We're here because of the players, and we're doing this because players have tuned into eSports. Millions of players have been watching streams, and so we're just reacting to what we think players want. And so we're very thankful and humble that players are so excited about what we're excited about. Obviously, you can follow along the action at LeagueofLegends.com. We have a new competitive site that's up that will allow you to track the NA regionals, and same thing with the World Finals when that goes on. So you'll be able to follow along with all the action. But yeah, as you can see here, people are pretty excited. So we're just really excited that people have turned out and are really embracing esports. And so we just want to give them what they want and invest in it and just try to make it an awesome experience.
And of course, we have our Pro Team Curse, and we have
Yes.
ReignofGaming, and all sorts of other support sites over on our end. But
Absolutely.
it was an honor meeting you, and thank you. I look forward, and I can't wait for our team to win. Right?
Yeah, well, they won yesterday, and I think they're playing again tomorrow in the semifinals, so we'll see how it goes. So good luck.
Exciting. Thank
Yeah.
you.